Dream Exit Girl.
Good morning to another Monday morning, and it's going to be a crazy busy week. Lots and lots and lots of work shifts. I picked up two. One and a half. I extended my Thursday, and I picked up a 12 on Wednesday. So there's not really going to be much going on this week except maybe seeing these kind of things. Monday, Tuesday, good morning, good morning. Anyway, right now I'm out with the dogs. Slept okay. It's still cloudy and not great. I don't know, it might be another one of those days. Indy and Venus at the fire pit. Hopefully they're going to the bathroom, doing their thing. I gotta go get ready for work. And there's Birdie, and there's Venus, and there's Indy, the good girl. Morning, everyone. Alright, I'm about to take the dogs out. It's another work day. This week's gonna be crazy. Like, the only day I have off is Friday. Still working on my two things. So, trying not to get, like, freaked out about change and all that kind of stuff. And people. Yeah. Next week, I'm gonna add another thing to my list. Yeah. I'll talk about it next week, though. Well, maybe later this week, since there's not much else. Well, even though I gotta work a lot, the weather seems to have cleared up. It's actually a beautiful day. Yay. As long as the schedule doesn't change, work should be okay. Yeah. Gotta keep an eye on my dogs, though. Look, they're back in that corner. They're slinking off. There he goes. That's my dog. Being a dork. Look at him. First chance I've had today because I started at 7 and I've been kind of busy. Yeah, man, I tell you, sometimes it isn't the work that's hard and it isn't the clients that hard. It's like how catty female coworkers can be. Wow. Like, okay, I must sound like a whiner, but here I am, Thursday. It's my last 12-hour day of a 4-day stretch. Busy again, but yeah, I'll get through it.
Starting to feel more like this, though.
Well, I've done pretty good, I guess. I mean, I was a bit down yesterday at work, but yeah, still really working hard on the not caring what other people think and just come in and do my job. Yeah, and same thing, go home and do what I gotta do and just not worry so much about other people. And trying new things, I haven't had much of a chance this week because I'm at work a lot, and that's not new. Anyway, but I did bake a lovely dessert for the guys, even though I'm not in this unit tonight. And that way, they'll have something yummy after dinner. It's Friday morning, so it's another beautiful day, and it's my day off. So I'm definitely taking the dogs for a walk later. I'd like to say Chris is going to join me. Just heard somebody cough back there. Must be my neighbor. Anyway, yeah. I'm not going to promise he's coming, because sometimes he says he is, and then things come up and he can't. So, we'll see. Wow. I just can't catch a break, man. My one day off. I don't know, I'm speechless. I really am. Just speechless. Saturday morning. It's a work Saturday, though. Me and Brutus are just on the front porch, hanging out. Here's my buddy. I love him. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta figure out a few things. And I'm not sure where to start. You know? I don't know if anybody else has ever had to deal with somebody who plays by a different set of rules than you do and, doesn't focus on making people's lives better, but is always in the negative zone. But, well, I mean, it's one thing to say you're not going to care what people think, but when what they're doing is messing you up. So, I don't know. Sure would like some advice on how to deal with that. You know, how you stay 2 steps ahead. You know, if you're a person who thinks butterflies, flowers, and rainbows, and someone else is thinking destroy, bomb, and burn everything in sight, how do you stay 2 steps ahead and think like them to prevent any chaos? My puppies. He's trying to slink off around that corner. Like, look, Brutus, you stay here, eh, bud? It's a work day for Mommy. Come on, you stay here. Indy's being good way over there by the boat. Yeah. Oh, here we go down the other way now. I wonder if he's gonna hop out in the field.
I think that we can say that. I think the ultimate sort of, if we were to boil it down to one simple thing, this behavior is not okay.
Gosh, do narcissists know this stuff consciously, or are they just really good at manipulating the system to work in their favor? Because I have to believe that Shelley, who's not a real person, knows that she's ruining Christmas, right? And just or doesn't. Do they really think they're the victim, or are they just? I guess maybe they do.
Listen, there's knowing and there's knowing, Jordan, right? So there's the unprocessed, unconscious stuff that we have, that's not even, again, it's not even accessible to us in conscious awareness. And then there's the stuff that we believe, right? And the stuff we believe drives how we go through the world. And sure, Shelley at some unconscious level may know that, like, well, this is the only way I can get attention. If I don't get attention, everyone's going to abandon me. Shelley is not in touch with that. And so the fact of the matter is, Shelley actually believes everyone else is the problem. Everyone else is out to get her. Everyone else wants to blame her for Christmas being bad. Why has everyone always been so mean to her? And that truly, Shelley believes that. And the problem with all the unconscious stuff in narcissism, that's my problem. As a therapist, like, if I'm going to get in there and open the hood and sort of monkeying around in the engine of someone's mind, sure, we're going to get to that unconscious stuff, we hope, at some point. But for all the human beings that have to deal with a narcissistic person, we can't keep making excuses around their unconscious world. We've got to deal with them, and we have to deal with the Shelley who actually genuinely thinks of herself as a victim.
That makes me feel a little bit bad for these people, because I can't imagine living that way. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel much more for the victim who has to deal with this person, especially if they're married to them or related to them. But gosh, can you imagine living that way? They're in a prison of their own mind in a way, I guess.
Ish, but they're also spoiled children. Because one thing you got to remember about the Shelleys is it's quite possible that someone like a Shelley in this story has a work life where she actually shows up as a decent person. A person like Shelley might actually keep it together if on one given year a higher status guest shows up to Christmas that regularly doesn't come. So I think that the capacity of narcissistic people, not only to keep it together, but be quite charming, charismatic, well put together in front of certain audiences, but behind closed doors when they're with a partner or family, and go off on them. Those sort of dual repertoires can really make people say, well, this is obviously they're aware of it. Well, there is awareness, Jordan. And yes, I don't disagree with you. I don't envy them either, and I wouldn't want to be them either. But guess what? Everyone else is doing the vulnerable work of therapy to deal with them. They can sign up for it too.
Yeah, you're right. If they can control their behavior, then they can control their freaking behavior, right? If you can not ruin Christmas because the rich so-and-so showed up, that rich uncle whatever who might put you in his will is there, then you cannot ruin Christmas when your sister's there with her kids and doesn't have anything that she's gonna leave you with.
Well, that's definitely what I've been dealing with. Good Sunday morning, the last morning of this video. Yeah, I made it through almost. At the end of today will be 6 12-hour shifts in 1 week. I don't think I'm going to try and pull that off again, though. It was really hard on me. I'm so drained and exhausted this Sunday. It's unreal. So, yeah, my job's not quiet enough to just pick up a shift and, coast through it. So, and I was pretty disappointed with some coworkers this week, but, well, I don't know. Maybe I was being a little hard on them. I don't know. They can be catty sometimes, I suppose, but yeah, they're not all bad. Majority of my coworkers are wonderful people, so instead of making it sound like an absolutely horrible place, it's not so bad. Yeah, and as far as working on my stuff, Fear Changed really didn't get much of a chance to do that because I'm here at work 6 out of 7 days. And even the park I went to on my day off was my familiar old park, Camp 30. Not caring what people think. Kind of a failure at that this week, too. I mean, it affected me. So, I really got to work on that one. Big time. I'm not even adding the third thing in this week because I still need to work on number 1 a lot. So, not going to beat myself up over it. There's not a race to get through my list of things I want to change. I do want, and I know I'll probably never be perfect at not caring, and letting other people affect me so much, but an improvement. I need to make an improvement on it. A little bit at a time, maybe. So, yeah. Just hang tight for the ride. Oh, and as far as dealing with difficult people, I'm still doing research on how to stay a step ahead of people whose focus in life is different than mine. They're focused on the negative stream, and I try to stay on the positive and how to deal with that, right? So expect a bit more of that content in my next video because I am going to be doing more investigation on how to survive, especially highly narcissistic people, because I'm pretty much an empath, which makes me a huge target for those kind of people. And I need to learn how to defend myself. Well, for those of you who don't know me too well, green's my favorite color. And this is just way too cool. I love it. I'm already getting into the 2-day off frame of mind. Thank goodness. Yeah, dark clouds lifting. Like I said a minute ago, though, I still need to work on a whole bunch of stuff, but the dark clouds lifted. Somewhat. Yeah, I just want to thank everyone, newbies and returning viewers for joining me on my journey. Sorry there wasn't really anything exciting, like camping-wise this week. I worked too many days, and even my day off, I was pooped. So, but next week, there's more days off. It's the slower week, and I'm not picking up any overtime, so we're going to hit some new parks and check out some really cool stuff. And if you're enjoying it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'd love some comments, suggestions of places to go. Right? I do always find somewhere, but yeah, it'd be nice to know if I'm actually giving you the content you want, like free camping spots and stuff like that, and cool parks in Durham region, when I'm not camping with the dogs. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you next week. Bye.